Hello guys, to my 400 subscriber special. Today we'll be ranking all of Air Warriors, and you'll be like, well, you rank a lot of different stuff. Why is this special? Well, it's special because my old greatest rankings video was Rival, and it was a mixture of all different rivals from everywhere, from Rival, from Adventure Force, and that was 58 blasters, and that took an hour. This is Air Warriors we're talking about. I have 118 blasters on this list, over doubling the rival list. So this is going to be a challenge and a hard thing to do. So that's why it's my 400 subscriber special. It's finally been voted for. So today we will do it, and let's get right into it. Air Warriors is pretty much the majority of what Adventure Force is. It's all different blasters from all different years. It is a massive span of a series, to say the least, of 118 blasters that can fit into the Air Warriors category. Let's start it off at number 118, shall we? Being the Blow Dart Shooter. I didn't even know this was Air Warriors. You can pick this thing up at the dollar store, and oh my god. This blowgun is worse than even the Zombie Strike blowgun. This thing does not fit darts in it at all. They're just completely wobbly, and you can't get a seal at all. And when you blow into it, the dart will just fall out like 3 feet in front of you. I don't know why this was made. I don't know why it was designed. 118th is its perfect place at dead last. Honestly, if I could put it lower, I would. 118. 117 is a blaster from the 90s. I didn't even know they did stuff in the 90s. Is the Battle Snake Ball. Honestly, I know nothing about this thing, but I know you shove balls into the front of this snake, and I don't know how they fire. I'm pretty sure you just whip the snake around to make the balls fall out of its mouth. That's my best guess, honestly. So, I give it 117th. It is a weird looking thing though, and it's honestly very interesting, but 117 is all I'm giving it. At 116, an actual blaster that you should recognize, the Protator. This thing is awful, I hate it. Handles, too small. Its entire priming and firing mechanism, you pull it back and you push it forward to like prime and fire it. It's just a really dumb mechanism that fails, and it has a faux trigger. Honestly, just the design of this blaster in its entirety is absolute poo-poo, and I don't like it. Its mechanism is bad, and you can't aim with it at all. So I'm giving it 116th, what it deserves. At 115 is a blaster from, I think, the early 2000s, is the Pop Dart. You load a dart in the front, and I honestly don't know how this one works. There's a lot of blasters I don't know how they work, because I've never seen them, ever. There's no video on this. I'm pretty sure what you do is you push that green thing on the back, and it will pop a dart out. That's my guess, and honestly, that sounds kind of fun. It's just a little air thing that pops a dart out, and fair enough. So, 115. Weird thing, though. At 114, the Pop Missile. This time it fires missiles. And honestly, missiles are cool, so that's why it's 114. At 113, a blaster that we have seen very recently, the Pixelator. Pixelator is a ergonomic nightmare of a blaster. It has a cool pixelized pattern that feels ass on your hand. It has a trigger that's entire grip for some reason, which it does not need to be, because it is not a blaster that you pull the trigger and fire. It's a blaster you also have to prime. And the worst thing of it all is its prime. Its prime is indented, but it's a handle you have to grab, and will just grind your fingers apart. I've seen a beret use this, and he hated it. He still hates it. It just feels bad. He now has a modified one, which is crazy. But this thing is an ergonomic nightmare that doesn't work, that just hurts you, and is not accurate because of the trigger. 113. I'm not giving it anything better than 113. This is bad. 112. The AirTech 8. The older version of this one. And honestly, it's not much better. Same mechanics. The only difference is the faux trigger's gone and has better, longer handles, but they're thinner. Why are handles thin? Why? Honestly, I hate this mechanism. It's bad. At least the faux trigger's gone, so I moved it up a few ranks, but that's all it's getting. 112. 111 is the slinger. It's just a slingshot with a wrist mount thing that has a ball with 2 rubber bands that you throw it in the slingshot, you pull back, you fire it, which it won't go far because it also has to, use the rubber bands in the air, which makes a lot of drag. But honestly, it's the best thing I've seen so far. It seems to be fun. I would have fun with it. 111. 110. The worst performing blaster Air Warriors have to offer. The Walking Dead Revolver. This thing can't do poop to save its life. It's a cool design. It's a cool looking blaster, but I don't know how they did it. But the air seals in this thing are so bad. The darts just kind of flop out at like 10 to 15 feet. It is honestly awful. It's 6 rounds. It's top prime. It has a nice handle, but its performance is down the toilet. So 110. At 109, they thought it was a good idea to re-release it in a shittier looking form. 109. 108. The Lightning Strike Ball. It's just a ball blaster. You just load the balls into its chamber, and then you pull it out, push it forward. It's a hamp. It fires 1 ball. You do that until you run out of balls. It has an extra tube for more balls and more ball storage on top. How much more balls do I need to talk about balls? Because this thing is honestly kind of fun, and I would have fun with this, especially with how many balls it can hold. So 108 for 100. For one, there's 3 balls in the 108. So 108. 107, the mini crossbow. It's another hamp blaster. I'm pretty sure. Honestly, this is the only picture I could find on the internet of it. Which it's just a pull and release. It uses its actual string, I think. And it fires mini rockets. So 107. 106. The Rads 12. Now, when you first look at this thing, what do you think? Is this a 4-round, 3-round burst shotgun? Because that's what I was thinking. But no. No. It's just a weird looking front. It fires 1 at a time. It's top prime. And it's bad. It's because of the mechanism, how it's designed, how it works. It just doesn't work. It doesn't fire far. It's very... It's weak. And because it made me think that it was a shotgun, it gets 106. 105. The Panther. Honestly, I seen this thing in stores. I thought it was a knockoff, but no. This is actual Air Warriors. It is just a one-shot T-pole blaster that's really, really cheap and has a tiny handle with a big trigger. It is the cheapest plastic. Not as cheap as the cheapest X-Shot blaster I have that I've held. I need to do a video on that one because that is actual baffling to me that they were able to make that. But it's really cheap plastic. It's a one-shot T-pole. It's decent. The handle's too small, so 105. 104 is actually another one-shot blaster, the single tech. In the tech blasters are bad. But I feel like this one looks cool. It's one shot. It's top prime. It has a decent handle. And dart storage on the side. So I feel that it is hopefully okay because it's one shot. So 104. 103. The Demolisher. This, why? They just took a minigun and they screwed it up entirely. They shrunk down everything. The front at least spins with its tiny rotating barrels. It holds an 18-round magazine. It has a tiny handle that you're supposed to shove your hand straight into the plastic, grinding your fingers apart to hold that handle. And then it has no trigger. Because how this thing works is awful. You grab the handle with its faux trigger that doesn't move. You pull it a little, and it starts revving the blaster. You pull it more, and it fires. Either does that, or there's a switch on the side, which it honestly might be a switch on the side. I don't think it is, though. But yeah, you have to pull the handle backwards, so that's going to be very accurate. And it's completely compact, crappy ergonomics, bad design, 103. First electric blaster on this list. 102, the Surge 10. It's a pump action, 10-round blaster. First thing first, the handle's very square. Second thing second, the pump handle. How am I supposed to hold that? With 2 fingers? Because that thing is so tiny. So tiny. This blaster also connects to different blasters, so that's why it looks so weird. Honestly, that front piece, so tiny, it's just not forgivable. 101, the compound bow. This thing, it's also a newer one, but it failed, honestly. It has an issue with jamming. How it works is you pull it back, let it go, and it fires a dart. But as like a cocking thing you have to get through. And it just has an issue with jams. And it's not really that cool. It doesn't look like a bow at all. It's just like a blaster with bow arms, really. I'm pretty sure it just uses a string. I'm pretty sure it just uses a spring, and also the strings are all weird. Just me? 101. At 100, the Clip Blaster 10. This fires the old school Busby rounds. When Air Warriors Busby held. Honestly, does Busby still have Air Warriors? I think they do. I think I messed them up. That's my bad. This is a pump action 10-round blaster. You put the magazine on top of the blaster. Its prime is small. I know this thing's not going to get good performance because it has a mag for these suction cup darts, so the seal's not going to be good. And yeah, the handle looks like to be fine. It's a weird handle, but yeah, it works. Magazine's going to, mess up your vision. So 100. 99, the Tech 6. A 6-round top prime blaster that the performance is butt. And the plastic quality is also butt. 99. 98, the Tech 10. You get 4 more rounds, so that's why it is better. 98. 97, the Gunsmoke. This is a double barrel break action blaster, but it's not double barrel because one of the barrels has to hold the dumb smoking mechanism. So it's a one-shot break action rifle with shells that make your performance completely but because the locks are in the shells, which can't be removed. So 97 for a one-shot break-action rifle. Just because they wanted it to smoke. 96, the Torrent. I understand people may like the Torrent. I understand it's one of the best. It's the actual highest capacity for these shells. But honestly, these shells are bad. And get over yourself. You can leave a mean comment below. But the Torrent's pump grip, handle are awful. Why are they so small? Why are they so weirdly shaped? Literally, the trigger is fine. But when it gets the handle, I get like 1 or 2 fingers on that handle. And the handles are too thin. Why? Why did they do this? And on top of all that, it's going to use shells that won't even get that much range. 96. 95. The stunt darts. This is just a cool blaster that fires darts with wings. You load it, just one shot front loader, prime it back, pull trigger, fire. Honestly, don't know how you're supposed to hold this one. I guess you use your ring finger on the trigger and your pinky holding the actual handle. But it's at least a cool new dart, which I've never seen before, and it looks interesting. I don't think it'll fly far, but it's just a one-shot plain blaster, so 95. At 94, the Ball Blastzuka. It's just, you load 6 balls in the front. It's a hamp. You pull it back, push it forward, you fire 6 balls off. And yeah, they go like 15 feet. So, yeah, 94. 93, the disc shooter. Man, they really didn't think of anything for this one. Load discs in the top, pull the trigger, launches discs out the front, and it's honestly just you can just fire discs really fast. I just think it's cool. It's cool looking. It works fine. Plastic quality I know is not there. I can see it. But it's a cool little disc blaster. 93. 92. The Belt Blaster. You know what's better than having individual shells? Having them in a chain. At least they got things right on this one. The stock's still a little bit too small. But the handles are actual human size. But they're very square. And it's going to use these shells that will just not work well. So, doesn't have performance. And also that belt is insanely easy to lose. 92. At 91, the Tornador. This looks like to be a good blaster and could be a good blaster, but the issue is this is a semi-auto blaster that uses a geared mechanism. So when you pull that big-ass handle with your entire hand, it will rev up the motors and fire it. But the issue is you can never pull fast enough or hard enough to get this thing above like 50 FPS. Maybe 60. But it's just not happening. It's just a bad design. You'll wear out your hand really, really fast. And nothing really better to say about it. 91. At 90 is the Slingshot. This is a one-shot, bungee-powered, weird slingshot. You pull it back, it's like a hamp, but it's bungee-powered. You let go, fires a dart pretty decently well. It's just really oversized and really big for what it is. 90. 89. Something similar. Almost actually the exact same thing, but in a bow version, which actually holds a lot of darts. Is a small bow, so actually it's pretty nice to have something smaller, but it's also just a string powered hamp, so 89. 88. The power bow. The power bow is this weird thing that you hold a handle on the side, hold the big handle, pull it back, fire. I don't know what it fires, but honestly, it's pretty cool. But it's just a bow. So I really don't know what this thing even is. The handle on those sides weird, so 88 really. 87, the Mega Missile. The Mega Missile is a air pressured blaster that honestly is really, really tough because it has an air tank, but you get like an inch of actual pump. So if they're just pump it really, really hard to get almost like nothing. You have to pump it like 100 times to get just a okay amount of pressure. That pump seals it at 87. At 86, another air pressured blaster, the Range Master. The Range Master is a blaster that you have to pull the bolt back, pump it up, load around, pull trigger, fire it. But honestly, it's a weird blaster for being in this type of configuration, a sniper rifle, and only one shot. And the air blaster is not very good. So, 86. And also, why is the dang trigger well so big? Like, honestly, that's baffling to me, to say the least. That is honestly crazy. 85, the Lightning Strike Disc. It's a electric disc power blaster. Pull the trigger, fires discs. Seems pretty fun. So, there you go. 85. 84, the Mech 6. That's supposed to be tech. I don't know. But this is a weird blaster that does not have a magazine and is just gravity powered. You have to load rounds in the top. It's electric powered, semi-auto, so you pull the trigger to fire each round. But because it's gravity fed, has a lot of issues with jamming. But overall, it's a pretty interesting blaster. Check out Wacom's video on it. He goes in depth, and honestly, it's a pretty interesting blaster. But 84 for the jamming issues. 83, the Overlord. This is I'm pretty sure, full auto minigun somewhat that uses those awful shell, the shells. So, with all its air restrictor and stuff, this thing is not going to be doing too well, and I don't see this thing anywhere anymore. So, 83, because the shells kill it. 82, the Tech 3. It's a pretty nice, decent 3-shot blaster that you do have to rotate manually each barrel to fire the next shot. T-pull. It's fine. 82. 81. The Rogue. This is a 4-shot top prime pistol. And honestly, it's almost a pistol. But that handle, why does it look like that? Why is it really thin and gets really thick? It's fine. It's a 4-shot pistol. But just why? 81. 80. The Tech 6. This thing has a good spring in it. You can find these things on shelves, and they are usually dead. But their springs are really good. So in their prime, they were at least decent, in my opinion, because you can take these springs and use them really nicely. It's a top prime 6-round pistol that's almost there, but yet again, too small of handle. It's just why. But it's decent. 80. 79. The Surge 6. Pretty much the same thing, but this one's known for braking. This one, I don't hear anything, and it connects to more blasters. And honestly, isn't the worst looking blaster that connects to other blasters. And has a big bar you pull in the back. So, 6 shots. This is a thick pistol. 79. 78. The Tech 10. A 10-shot pistol. top prime. And actually looks pretty dang cool. I like the look of this one. 80, 78. 77, the mech ball. This is a electric blaster that fires balls. Fires 3 balls. Semi-auto, just pull that trigger. Boom, boom, boom. Balls. 77, because balls. 76, the Predator. It is a one-shot bolt-action rifle that holds 4 shots in the stock and has a decent scope and decent looking, but ergonomics are terrible, handles terrible, but it is one of their main staples that have survived the test of time, so 76 sounds good to me. 75, same thing, better ergonomics just slightly, but you can't hold rounds in the stock on this one. 74, same thing, worse ergonomics, they do not have a handle whatsoever, but it's a walkie-talkie. 73, hang on, this thing is a walkie-talkie that's bad, would not recommend, it's just not very good. 73, the Pirate Flintlock. It is a blaster that's literally held up to the test of time. This thing is not powerful, not great, but it's a Pirate Flintlock and is always on Amazon no matter what happens. It's a front loader, one shot. You pull back the orange flint thing, pull the trigger, fires a dart, not well, but it does look like a Pirate Flintlock. So, 73. 72, the Predator. The actual best one they made. Definitely one of the best ones they made, in my opinion. 4 shots in the stock, actually decent ergonomics that you can hold. I actually have one right here. It is my girlfriend's favorite blaster. And overall, actually decent one-shot bolt-action rifle. 71, in my opinion, the best one. Big, decent stock. Actually, the biggest stock you get. Bolt action. Holds no rounds in the stock, but holds them on the side of the blaster. The Hunter is the superior lever action rifle. 71. 70. The Lightning Strike Dart. I don't even think this thing exists, but if it does, it is the very first flip kind of blaster like Zombie Strike, but it doesn't really flip. It's top prime. It holds 6 rounds in 2 different Exolvers. 12 total. Got no idea how it works, but actually has a decent handle and looks cool and has a nice pump on top. So, 70. 69, the Metamorpho. The Metamorpho? The Blue Morpho from Venture Brothers? No, I'm just terrible at reading. This blaster is very, very interesting and very, very flimsy. It collapses, the barrel goes up, the stock goes in, and it becomes a top prime pistol. I think it's 10 or 12 rounds it holds. And you can also flip it out to this format, which the stock isn't great. It buckles, and the barrel kind of just flops all over the place. But you can flip it out to a pump action rifle. Actual good handle. Not bad looking, honestly, if you just glued stuff together and have it just a rifle. It would work pretty well. And honestly, it's definitely one of the better blasters here. So, 69. 68. The Blow Blaster is actually probably one of the coolest engineered blaster ever. That you load a round in the front, you pump it up because it's an air tank, just a few pumps, then you blow into it, releasing the air tank, opening the air tank, and firing a dart at actually pretty good velocities. 68. 67, the double shot. Shot? It's just the double shot. This is an up and down shotgun. It's just an up and down double barrel shotgun that uses crappy shells, but these shotguns are awesome, really fun. Holds shells in the stock. This one, because it's the up and down version, has a really thick, massive handle, which isn't fun. But honestly, it works Just break it open, it primes it, load 2 shells, shut it, fire 2 shells, crack it open, the shells bounce out, launch out. At 66, the one I had, the double shot, is side-by-side edition. Thick handle, but not thick in a bad way. It's just hard to hold. I like this one better. I think it has a better grip in the front. And same thing, holds shells in the stock. You can load 2 into the blaster, shut it, fire it, open it, launches rounds. 65, the best one, in my opinion, the Rick's shotgun, I guess. Rick didn't have a shotgun, but okay. The reason why this one's number 1 is because these stocks don't really work. But this one absolutely does. It's just very nice overall, and I like it. Stock actually holds into your shoulder, so 65. 64, the clip tech, which is, I don't know what it is, but it holds shells in, I think, in a magazine that you fire them somehow. I'm pretty sure it's top prime. And you get to fire shells, and the shells launch out, is what I'm getting at this blaster. And that's kind of cool. 64. 63, the Hawk. This is also a magazine fill shell ejecting bolt action blaster. Shells don't work well, hold shells in the stock. But even if they don't work well, this is a really cool thing and just idea. 63. 62, the Rapid Fire Tech. The best shell ejecting blaster. Shell magazine, put in with shells, lever action it, and it's honestly really nice. The stock's good, everything's good. Stock's a little short even now, but you crack it, you fire, you open it, launches a shell out. 62. Pretty actually interesting, and this format, the look of this blaster, is really nice and is actually pretty comfortable. 61. The Pump Tech. Another ball blaster that you prime with this big-ass handle on the top, which I think is fun as heck. Has an interesting trigger, if you can see. I've never seen that type of trigger before. That kind of is the top doesn't stick out at all. Then you pull the trigger, and it'll fire a ball, and I'm guessing it'll fire a ball pretty hard because of the top prime, the leverage you need. It would be a really fun ball blaster, to say the least. So, 61. So at 60 is the Triple Mech. The Triple Mech fires discs, balls, and darts. It is... I know it's electric. I got no clue if it's full auto or semi-auto, but it's cool that it fires 3 different types of darts in a dang electric blaster. That's crazy. 60, and actually has handles, so 60th. At 59th is Sonic, the Sonic 6. It's a top prime 6-round blaster that actually looks very viable. It looks a little bit too big, but too big is not a problem in Busby, because that handle actually looks usable, even though it's pretty much just a pipe. But 6-shot top prime revolver that looks decent. 59. 58. This thing. It is a blaster that's actually very comfy and very thin. I've actually held one of these. You prime it with the stock. You pull the stock out, push it back in, and that stock is useless because you're not going to use it. Its issue is it uses clips that you can only use for this blaster. So in that case, the 8-round clips that are really easy to lose, 58. But it's actually a decent blaster. But because of the clips, there's not much you can do with it. 57, the Tech 4. Tech 4, sorry about the picture, but this is a 4-round T-pull blaster that the T-pull is actually a metal bar. And this thing actually does have power, but the metal bar ends up breaking the blaster over time. But overall, 57, 4-shot, actually smaller pistol. Fine by me. 56, the Gunsmoke Pistol. They didn't have any idea for the name of this guy. This is a 6-round top prime revolver that actually has a really nice handle. I wish I could have showed you. It's like a revolver handle that smokes after firing. And honestly, this one is a way better than the last one because you get 6 shots instead of just the 1. And these are the only 2 Gunsmoke blasters. But I think X-Shot just released one recently. That's like a minigun that smokes. But overall, 6-round blaster that actually has a good handle. That's way too big for what it is, but is a cool gimmick. 56. 55, the Air Max 6. This is an air pressure blaster that you grab the shotgun pump, you pump it a few times, pull the trigger, and it'll fire a dart. You get 6 darts. It's a weird type of air-powered blaster that I don't think they used air pressure very well, but it works. Actual good handle. 55. 54, the Auto Tech 20. This is a full auto or semi-auto blaster that fires rounds through a clip. The issue with this guy is the clip I'm pretty sure, can fall out, in my opinion, by shaking it too much, just because looking at the blaster, it doesn't look that secure. So 54. But honestly, the handle, the stock, it all looks good to me. It's just the clip that I think would have an issue. 53, this thing. It's a full auto 12-round blaster that you load in the front, hold down the trigger and fire. It's a part of the blaster that attaches. Handle's too square and too small, but it's a full auto 12-round blaster. I don't think you're going to be complaining too much about it. 53. 52, the Andreas rifle. This is one of the best bolt action rifles. Even though it still isn't great. Handle's weird, but it works. Stock's way too short, but it gets above all the rest by a decent margin because it holds a magazine. And I actually own this one. And the dumb thing, it only takes Air Warriors magazines, which is dumb, but you can fix that pretty easily. So, 52. 51, the Air Mech 10. Once again, grab that pump grip, pump it up, pull the trigger, fires 1 dart out of the front. You get 10 rounds and a better handle. So that takes 51 for me. 50th. The same thing as this, but a better handle. Even though that's not really a handle, but honestly, I think this would be way more comfy, even though you get 1 extra finger on that trigger. Yeah, full auto, decent looking blaster. That's just better looking, better in every way. Handle still sucks, but you get used to it. 50. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. That's definitely a 1 finger extra handle. But at least the back looks nice enough, so 50. 49, the crossbow pistol. Honestly, I was looking everywhere for this name. It doesn't have a name. All I know is it's a crossbow pistol. It is a band-powered blaster that you pull out and release, and it'll fire a dart. It gets 4 extra rounds of onboard storage, and you can also take the band off and turn the bow arms, so it's easier to put away. It has no trigger, no faux trigger. Actually, it has a big, chunky, nice handle, and actually hits like 85 FPS. So honestly, really good. 49 for this guy. 48. The Walking Dead crossbow. It is a magazine fed. This is definitely not string powered. It is spring powered. The stock is non-existent, but the handle is nice enough. It looks nice. So we're taking 48 because it is a magazine fed blaster that should perform pretty decently. And if you bought this guy in stores, 2 mags. That's crazy for nerf. 2 mags. 48. 47, the Star. It's a 3-round top prime blaster. It will hit decent, because I know these guys hit decent. Decent enough handle. I don't know why the ball's on the end, though, because that thing's going to dig into your hand. But 47. 46. Same thing, but 4 shots with a better handle. If you've seen how this ranking list has been happening, it's kind of how this is working. 46. This one I think looks a lot better too. Anyways. 45, the Night Tech. The Night Tech is a very interesting one in my opinion. It has a square handle, but it's actually decent and can fit your hand. And there's a spot to keep your hand on the handle too. This one is a shotgun pump 6-round blaster. It does not have smart AR. It has an internal rotating mechanism, so you don't know what barrel's going to fire, so you do have to load all 6. And it has a pop-up sight. You can put the sight back down. You can snap it into the blaster itself. And honestly, I think this one's a cool, interesting, weird idea that doesn't work completely, but works enough. So, 45. 44, the Thunderbolt. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-round top prime blaster that looks crazy and weird. It has a front grip, which is crazy for a pistol. It's top prime and has a chunky handle. It's weird, it's crazy. It looks like the aliens from the Alien movie. From Aliens. If you know, you know. Aliens. 44. 43. Burger King is this guy. This guy's a 6-round blaster that I actually had. It's a shotgun pump that is 6 rounds and has a pretty decent handle. It's comfortable enough, I would say. But you pump it, pull trigger, fire round, pump it, rotates, and fires another round. So 43. Honestly, not bad whatsoever. 42. The same thing. Honestly, the exact same thing. But it has a better pump grip and a better handle. If you know, you know. That's how we're doing this ranking. Yeah, it's another pump blaster. 6 rounds. Same line, just with a better handle and better pump grip. 42. 41. The Gem. I own 2 of these. One might be off-brand. This is a 3-shot T-pull blaster that will hit pretty hard and has a rotating mech in its inside. Wait, is this? No, this one uses air restrictors, so you're fine. You just put a dart in. No, it doesn't, actually. It's weird. This one's weird. But, actually, no, it does not. So you have to load all three, fire all 3, then load another 3, because you don't know what barrel it's going to fire out of. And it has a really thin, small handle that sucks. Honestly, this thing is really tiny, packs a punch. 41. 40. The Sentry. This guy is a top prime 2-shot blaster that honestly I think it has good ergonomics overall. It has an actual good big handle. The trigger is good. The top prime even has a little lip to catch your hand on. And it's 2 shots. And I actually made this into a master key on one of my earlier builds. So, overall, pretty good. 40. 39. This crazy thing, which is the last blaster of the attachment series. This thing has a lot of darts. It fires a lot of darts. It also has an air tank that you get to fire a big missile off of it. And that is why it is 39. Because this thing is crazy and cool and massive for some reason. And that handle is literally a triangle So good luck with that. 39. 38. The better version of it. The Berserker. Berserker, once again. A lot of rounds. Circling a missile. That is an air tank blaster. That is just crazy looking. Way too big in some places. Massive front. And I love it. 38. 37. This blaster, everyone loved, and then it was gone. This is a pretty much shotgun. That little orange part on the back near the handle, which the handle is actually fine. It's just a smooth, normal handle. They went easy with this one. Nothing wrong. You open that up, and you push darts into it. You load 5. And then it has, like, a, like, actual, like, rail kind of moving system inside it. So you prime it, and will load around into its chamber. It has some jam issues. I don't know why they have clear plastic. I think it's to see the darts. But the pump is nice. The handle's decent. Still way too big of a trigger, but it's fine. And no one's ever done this since or before. It's a really cool mechanism, cool idea that never really came to full fruition because it did have some hiccups, but honestly, it worked. And it's a big jamming clear door. So 37. 36, the boss. The boss is the first Mega Blaster on this list. It is a 3-round top prime blaster that honestly just packs a punch just firing it. Like, it actually has a lot of power in it. And it has a 3-round magazine, so you can actually take the magazine out and load 3 Mega Darts and put it in, and you can put other magazines in it, like the 10 or 12, so that's cool too. So 36 for the boss. And actually has probably one of the best handles we've seen so far. It is just a normal handle. 35. Another Mega Blaster. The Baron. This is a 2-shot top prime blaster that is honestly one of the smallest Mega Blasters ever made. That it's not too small, but it's small enough. Still a little bit big, but it fires 2 Mega Darts. It has a small handle, but it works. 35. 34. This thing. Stock is useless. It's top prime. It takes a magazine. It's a massive barrel that you can take off. And the handle is beautiful in my opinion. That looks like an amazing handle. 34. 33. The same thing, but green. 32. The same thing, but long. This one's a bit different. This one actually has a stock that looks like it's going to collapse out of any pressure you put on it. But it does have a flip clip, and it's a long blaster that's a shotgun pump. It's not top prime like these guys. And honestly, I prefer that way more. The handle looks like it's barely hanging on to that blaster. Why does it get so thin there? But overall, I think this one's better than the other two, so 32. 31. The assault rifle. Just an actual assault zombie rifle. It's top prime. It has a nice stock, actually. It has a good place to put your front hand. Nice foregrip. And the handle is still weird, but it looks like it will actually fit your hand in its entirety. And it's magazine fed. Top prime, like I said. You grab the bar, pull it back, push it forward. It's weird. It looks cool. So, that, I gotta give it 31, 30. The Sidewinder. Yes, I put the Sidewinder this high. Yes, it's at every thrift store. But it's still better than most of the other stuff. It has a faux trigger that's not really a trigger. It's kind of just built into the blaster. Both handles you can actually use. They're normal size. And actually, probably some of the best handles they have. and a massive drum of rounds. It is a hamp blaster pretty much though. So you grab the front handle, you pull it back, fires, push it forward, pull it back again, fires, just rattle off rounds. Massive drum of, I would guess that's like 30 rounds. That's at least 30 to 40 rounds. So 30. 29, the Panther. This is one of the smallest air tank blasters that actually packs a big punch. You load a round right in the front. You grab that little blue thing on the front. You pump it up just a few times, pull the trigger, and you get like 80 FPS out of it. Handle's a little bit too small, but honestly, I like the trigger on this one. I like the design of it. It's an air tank, so you can also do a lot of cool things with it, and it packs a punch. So you will not be upset if this is your secondary blaster. 29. 28. The Walking Dead Revolver Mark II. They finally fixed all the air leaks and everything, and guess what? It's now 28th instead of like 110th with the other version. This one actually fixes its problems instead of just ignores it. You should learn something from these two blasters. So, it is a really nice handle. It is pretty much a Magnum handle, just a little bit misshapen. Top Prime 6-round blaster is actually one of the better pistols Air Warriors have made because of fixing the air leaks. So 28. 27. I think just a better pistol in general. This is the Tech 5, a really old one. But this is a very thin blaster that holds 4 rounds. That's top prime. And honestly, this guy's one of the best ones to actually, have on you. Because it's actually small and compact and thin. But it works well. So, 27. At 26, the Mustang 6. The name of a car. This one is actually really cool though. This one uses shells. But shells in not the same way. That little blue tab on the side, you open that up, you load 6 shells into the blaster. Then you grab that big ass priming bar on the top, you prime it, you pull the trigger to fire. Then when you prime again, it will launch a shell out the back. Wait. Does it do that? I think it does that. I'm pretty sure it does. If not, no, it does that. It launches shells. So, the Mustang 6 is 26. Sorry about the confusion, but this thing launches shells out the back with each prime, and it's really cool. Even though the shells are absolute garbage, this made it fun and really cool. This is the best shell blaster that they made. It's very rare. 26. At 25 is the Night Assault. It is a top prime magazine blaster. It's a compact small pistol with a crazy handle. Why does it just it looks like someone just took a chunk out of the back of it. But 25 overall, because these things I know are powerful. They hit hard. They're compact. They're useful to use. The laser sight is absolutely useless, so that's why it's 25. 24, the same thing without the laser sight with a better handle. 23, the one I owned. The best handle. This is probably the best handle Air Warriors ever made. It's actually comfy. It feels nice. It's top prime. It's magazine fed, and this was $5. How times have changed. This was $5. Times have changed. 23. 22. The Reaper. Very nice design. A little bit of square handle, but it works. It's very sleek. It's very nice looking. It's top prime, same as others, but it is definitely the best looking out of the bunch. So that's why I gave it 22. At 21, the Tracker. One of the better bolt action blasters because it comes with a 30-round magazine, adjustable stock that will actually hold your weight. and a handle that's just good enough. It's definitely a bigger handle that will work, and a front grip that's definitely weird looking, but it will work, absolutely. Magazine fed 30 round bolt action rifle, 21. 20. The mutator. This is a blaster that holds 2 magazines. So it comes with 2 10s, but you could put 2 18s in it, I'm pretty sure. Has a big weird handle that works as a removable stock for some reason, if you want a removable stock with this big a blaster. And then with, I think it's, and a big bolt. This bolt goes back far. It feels like a sniper rifle with this bolt. And the foregrip is how you switch barrels. I'm pretty sure you pull it out or you push it in. And I'm pretty sure that's how you switch to each magazine. Fun gimmick. Works decently. Is honestly pretty good. Big size. Big ammo capacity. 20. 19. The Barbarian. This one is a weird one for me, because I love this blaster. I am very one-sided with this blaster. Argue with me if you want, but I won't listen, because this is a HAMP blaster, but somehow they made a perfect air seal HAMP blaster. The handle's way too small and poopy. The handle feels like absolute garbage, but if you load this thing up, which I think it's 30 or 40 rounds of capacity, the trigger doesn't do anything. It's a faux trigger. But you grab that front part, you pull it back, and it will launch around. And you can just keep just rattling it off. It's not that hard. It doesn't take much strength to get literally 80 FPS out of this guy. It is crazy. The only issues is its handle, and the barrels are a bit tight on not Buzzbee darts. But 19 is definitely where I'm putting it for a blaster I've never seen do anything like this again. It is the best HAMP blaster in my personal opinion. So 19. 18. The Power Mech. It's a 20 round full auto blaster. That's just the new version of it. Good handle. I think the stock might be a little short, but it works. Nice foregrip, hold it. It's good. You can use that trigger on the side to open up the entire front of the blaster, which is what I loved from my version, because I had one. But yeah, this guy's definitely good. 17. My version I had, because it is just better in every way, in my opinion. The Tommy 20. 20 rounds. You can open the entire front to reload. You pull down the trigger halfway the rev. You pull it down fully to fire. That stock is just so comfy and nice. It has a nice handle. And actually something to know, I shot a dart up on the roof in my basement with this blaster. And it has been up on that roof for about 9 years now. It has never came down. But yeah, 17th, because this is peak of Air Warriors. This is peak. 17. 16. The Vampire Hunter. This is a very interesting one, because the bow arms do absolutely nothing. This is actually an air pressure blaster. You grab the back, which is supposed to be a stock, which you can use as a stock, but it doesn't really work. It has a good handle, at least. Bow arms are useless, but they're cool looking. You pull that thing on the back, you pump it up. Then you got 6 rounds in the front that are hitting pretty dang hard. I know Wallcom, I think, made a video a long time ago about this one. But yeah, this thing just fire rounds off really hard. It's a good air blaster. It's cool looking. 16. 15. Another air blaster. The Tetra Strike. This is a 4-shot blaster that you grab that pump. It's not going to be a long pump, but you can pump it up. You just pump it really hard, really fast. You got 4 rounds, and I'm pretty sure it's a staggered trigger, So pull a little, fire one, pull it all the way, fires them all, I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure it's a shotgun. It's a good, honestly, small shotgun blaster. I think it works pretty well in its entirety. It has a smaller handle, yes, but I think it works. It's a really weird design, but for a shotgun pistol, 15. 14, the best pistol that Air Warriors ever made is still the Jaguar. It is a clip blaster that the clip does not get removed. It holds 6 shots. It actually hits pretty hard. It's top prime. It has a nice smooth handle. It's a little small, but it's a very nice handle. And honestly, it's very compact. It's very smaller than a I think it's about the same size as a hammer shot. I think, but thinner. Honestly, I don't know why more people didn't use this blaster, because it's honestly really good and you can modify it. I've seen people do full brass barrel inserts and hit like 100 FPS with them. It's actually crazy. So, Jaguar, you're the best pistol Air Warriors ever made. Hands down. 14. 13. Now we get to the best bolt action they made. I own 2 of these. One is modified, one is stock, is the Snipe. The Snipe is a beautiful blaster that will never be topped for snipers. It is a nice design with a nice stock, nice foregrip to put your hand on, a barrel that can be removed, and just a big handle that anyone can hold, and honestly it is always pretty comfy because of the scrippling on the sides. Removable scope. Holds a magazine. Comes with 8 round. You can put whatever you want in it. When I was still using stock blasters at my friends' wars, I would bring this with a 22 round magazine. I have a lot of fun. This or the Slingfire. Slingfire is zombie strike though. So this is definitely the best bolt actions that Air Warriors made. The Snipe. 13. 12. The Cyclonic. This is a rotating barrel that, pretty sure it comes with is this a 20 round magazine or 18? I don't remember. It's a weird looking blaster for sure, but you pull it down halfway to rev it, I'm pretty sure, and then full pull, and the barrels start rotating and start firing. It is a full auto blaster. So with that, it's kind of cool. Weird shape, but it's full auto. It's electric blaster. It's going to do well. 12th. 11th. What I think is just better than some electric blasters sometimes is the Destiny. This is a 20 round clip fed blaster that you pump it up with the handle, and you pump a lot. I'm talking like 50 to 60 pumps. Then you pull that trigger, and you get 20 rounds in about a second or two. And whoever, because you're only going to hit one person unless you're going to burst fire it. Whoever you're aiming at is just going to be destroyed completely. It's a long time to reload though, but the handles are nice. It's a fun gimmick. It's the original gimmick of Air Warriors, and honestly, I think this one's definitely one of the best ones out there that does this. I used to want one really bad. Now I kind of moved away from it because I got the Rapid Fire 20, but this is still amazing. 11. Now we get to the top 10. Now we got at 10 the Alpha Auto 72. This is a full auto 72 round blaster. Come on. It has to be at 10. With just the most egregious, massive handle I've ever seen. Like, you don't get these big of handles unless you're putting a magazine inside of it. Like, that handle is massive. They just didn't care. The front handle is actually a lot better. The stock is short. But it does work. But its half trigger isn't just Is this one a switch? I don't see a switch on it. I'm pretty sure half trigger to rev, full trigger to fire, and then it just full auto, so it just keeps going. The only issue with this guy is the drum. Its locking mechanism is not good, so just swinging it around a little bit will just make it just spin around and lose where you were with the ammo, so sometimes you could just not be firing anything. But 72 round capacity, like, come on. That has to be at least 10. And I put it at number 10. At number 9, the Easy Fire. This is actually probably one of the best ergonomic blasters they made. A very nice handle. Good enough stock. Slightly too short, but it works. And it has a scope on the top where you grab it, you pull it back, and because of the leverage system, it's like pulling butter. It's nothing. You prime it up, push it down, then you're ready to fire. It has like a 15 to 18 round magazine, I think. Pretty sure it's closer to 15. But yeah, very easy rifle, very just easy to fire rounds off. It hits really hard, hits about like 85 to 90, so it works well. So number 9. It's a top prime blaster, but just because of the leverage system, it's really good. Number 8, we're going really old school, the Brute. This one actually had a 20 round magazine. That is an electric blaster. I'm not sure how it fired. It either had a switch on the side that you turn on and it'll start revving, pull trigger to fire, or once again, it's half trigger pull to rev or full trigger to fire. It's one of those two. I'm not sure which, but this is just very nice. Handle's a little bit too small, but perfect stock. Nice ergonomics, nice foregrip. It's just that handle that's bad, but this is still definitely the best electric blaster they made, hands down. They got right the first time. They just messed it up since. Number 7, the double drum. This is the evolution of the Barbarian. This is still a hamp blaster, but it fixes the handle and gives you a big, nice, chunky handle to hold. So you get about 30 rounds of just hamp power with perfect air seal. Just pulling it, firing rounds off at 80 FPS is just crazy. It works. It's really cool. It's awesome. And I don't care. I put it at number 7 because this is good. I'm pretty sure they fixed the barrels as well. All the issues were fixed with this guy. So that's why it comes in at number 7. The greatest hamp blaster to exist is the double drum. Hands down, you can't tell me otherwise. Number 6, the Blazooka. Come on, it's the Blazooka. It is just an air tank with a button. You put a rocket on the front, you pump it up, you push down the fire button, and it will just send a rocket just soaring at insane power. The only issue with this one is I've seen a kid use this at the war, and he had it slung around his back, and he kept firing it because it kept bouncing and the button was getting hit. Well, as long as you don't hit the button, you'll be fine. But just the amount of power this air tank gives you, the Blazooka is very well known. It has to be 6. At number 5 is the Thermal Hunter. I have this one. It's actually a really, really good, nice, sleek blaster. Comes with a thermal scope that's useless. Just get rid of it. It just turns red if it sees something, with a heat signature. But it is pump action with a pretty nice stock. The stock is short. The handle is small, but it does feel nice and does work. But you can modify this thing, and this thing, I modified it. I haven't really done much to it since, and it hits 120 FPS with full-length darts, which is crazy to me. It's very sleek, very well-designed blaster. I like the pump grip on it. It's really good. So that's why I placed it at number 5. One of the best springers they made, for sure. And number 4 is the Tyrant. This is the pinnacle of Mega in the past. the greatest, still one of the greatest Mega Blasters. Packs a punch, has a big handle. The only issue, it doesn't have a stock. But this is a 12-round magazine, the biggest magazine that has ever existed for Mega. Top prime, you prime that thing, and you fire a massive Mega Dart out at very powerful FPSs, like 75. And it is just a destructive beast that is just loved by many. So it has to be number 4, of course. Number 3. You knew it was on this list. The Sentinel is the best lever action blaster ever to exist. Hands down, I made a video on it. It's another rankings video. Spoilers, the Sentinel is number 1. This is just a great blaster. The bar is fully made of metal. It has a pretty good handle. The stock is pretty short, but it works. Nice foregrip for your other hand, especially because you have to lever it. Magazine fed, and you can put any magazine in it. And just hits hard, and you can modify this thing to hit insane FPSs. This is definitely the best one to modify. The best lever action blaster to modify. But even not modified, still to this day, it will hit 70 to 75 FPS. That's why they're so expensive. But it is amazing, and I want one. Third. Number 2. The Big Blast. This, once again, is just like number 6, the Blastuka. But even more power with better ergonomics. You put a rocket in the front. You pump it up. You pull a trigger. You launch a rocket out at really powerful, just insanely powerful air tank. I want one to modify. I've seen... We lost him, but very big to the Nerf hobby. Coop772's video on it, on how we made a hopper with half darts, and it was awesome. By the way, Coop's not dead, he's just no longer on YouTube. But yes, this thing, packs a punch, can be modified to insane FPSs, and it is just crazy. But with that, isn't that all the big blasters of Air Warriors? And this is 2. What could possibly be number 1? Well, when I first was getting all the Air Warriors blasters together, I pretty much knew what was going to be at the top. But then I saw something. I saw something that had to be number 1. And it was so baffling to me. I don't even know if this thing exists. But if it does, and if someone has one, I will pay a lot of money for it. And it is this thing. The transforming tech is a madness of a blaster. 4 barrels. 4 priming bars. And because it's 1 trigger, I just have to guess it fires all 4 at once with a crazy, just 4-shot shotgun of madness. Does this exist, or is this just in legend? Because it's honestly crazy, and I don't know what the big thing on the back is for. The big handle, I don't know what that's for. Is that another T-pole, or does it have an air tank? I don't know. But all I knew is this thing's so maddening. It had to be number 1. You can argue in the comments with me, but this madness had to be number 1. I kept going back and forth, but I was like, you know what? I have to put it at number 1. The best Air Warriors blaster is a blaster that no one knows what the heck it is. The transforming tech is number 1. The handle is thick and small, but I don't care. It is so crazy. It's number 1. Thank you guys so much for watching my 400 subscriber special. I hoped you enjoyed it. I hoped you liked this crazy video. If you made it all the way to the end, I applaud you, sir, because I am not that interesting to watch. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in a different rankings video. Bye-bye.